Sayonara. Today's topic is the Cuban Missile Crisis. Today's topic is gun control and why we don't need it.
You're right.
Gun control. The Second Amendment states that we have the right to bear arms. Like so. But some people believe that there should be better control of arms so that there's more safety in case somebody wants to misuse those arms.
Yes. But the thing is, well, for an example, so Japan, they completely got rid of guns. They've done gun control 100%. But do you know who still has guns? The criminals there still have guns. And do you know how the murder rate has gone down? It's gone down 0%.
Has it gone up at all?
No, it hasn't gone up, but it has not gone down a single percent.
Because the criminals are already breaking the laws. If guns are against the laws, what's to stop them from getting them anyways?
So that's a big part of it. And it's retarded because my uncle lives in California, and there's you have to do all this stuff to register your gun. You can't have it they're put a ban on semi-auto stuff, so it's really retarded. And to take the clip out, you have to get the bullet and put it into the gun, and that's how you release the thing. And so it's super complex and over the top. It's so if you wanted to shoot up a school, you have to do all this complicated stuff. It's
but you could still shoot up a school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's nothing stopping you. The thing about gun control laws is it's either all the way or it's not effective at all. If it's all the way, the only people you're actually taking guns from is the legal citizens that don't want to break the law, and so they turn their guns in. The people that you aren't taking their guns from is the people that break the law, and the ones that actually use the guns for bad things. They're not going to turn it in because I don't know, they use it more.
And then the innocent people who don't want to break the law have no way of defending themselves from the people who do break the law.
Do you want to know what happened before the Holocaust? I have this video. What it is it shows a list of 100 plus countries that directly from gun control started wars or oppressive occupations or takeovers, just from starting with, and including Nazi Germany. That's their very first thing that they instated. And here's that video now.
Unfortunately, the video was removed from YouTube. Supposedly, it was removed for hate speech, which is totally bullshit. I'll put a link to the original video in the description so you can see I'm not just talking out my ass. Anyways, I found an article about the video that lists a few examples. Here are those examples. 1929, the Soviet Union established gun control. From 1929 to 1953, 20 million dissidents rounded up and murdered. 1911, Turkey established gun control. From 1915 to 1917, 1.5 million Christian Armenians rounded up and exterminated. 1938, Germany established gun control. From 1939 to 1945, 13 million Jews and others rounded up and exterminated. 1935, China established gun control. From 1948 to 1952, 20 million political dissidents rounded up and exterminated. 1964, Guatemala established gun control. From 1981 to 1984, 100,000 Mayan Indians rounded up and exterminated. 1970, Uganda established gun control. From 1971 to 1979, 300,000 Christians rounded up and exterminated. 1956, Cambodia established gun control. From 1975 to 1977, 1 million educated people rounded up and exterminated. In the 20th century, more than 56 million defenseless people were rounded up and exterminated by people using gun control. As you can see, gun control is for pee-pee buttheads, and if you support gun control, you are a stinky butthole butt crack hippie.
Did you know we used shotguns in the trenches?
From the book, The 5,000 Year Leap, it talks a lot about government and how to do things properly. I actually memorized all 28 of these. Here are a few of them. Men are endowed by their creator with certain unalienable rights. That's just... the second one adds that. To protect man's rights, God has revealed certain principles of divine law, like gun control. To protect those rights, God has revealed gun control, you could say. Let's see, what else was there? The God-given right to govern is vested in the sovereign authority of the whole people, along with, the majority of people may alter or abolish a government which has become tyrannical. How are you supposed to alter or abolish a government that's become tyrannical when you don't have anything to fight them with? Because if it's become tyrannical, they're not going to listen to just your puny peasant words. They're not going to listen to anything you say. So you're going to need some guns to take back your country because somebody's gone and stolen it from you or something. I don't know.
Example, the Revolutionary War.
13. A constitution should be structured to permanently protect the people from the human frailties of their rulers, which adds to if the government gets goes tyrannical, which is like one person in charge, just so you know. The Constitution is there to make sure that people still have guns, so they can protect themselves. If the rest of the Constitution goes away, they can protect themselves from the human frailties of their rulers. Number 18. The unalienable rights of the people are most likely to be preserved if the principles of government are set forth in a written constitution. If you go about changing the Constitution every other day, taking out things like the Second Amendment, then the unalienable rights of the people will not be preserved. They will be alienated. 24. A free people will not survive unless they stay strong. And by saying strong, it means mentally and physically. So, a free people will not survive if they have spears to fight back against their government because the government took all their guns away.
Now the government has all the guns.
And the government has even more guns than it had before, and you just have 2 rocks and a stick.
2 sticks and a rock!
And the last thing I have, number 28. The United States of America has a manifest destiny to be an example and a blessing to the entire human race. Please, for the love of God, don't ruin that. The United States has got something great going for it. If you go screwing everything up because you're selfish,
And your feelings got
because
hurt.
your feelings are, just die. Just die.
And the only people I've ever heard make fun of the United States for being a bad country are people who haven't lived in other countries.
Go to Africa and see what your gun control laws are going to help you out with their... They're not going to do squat because there's no freaking thing. The cops are going to pull you over because they're cops and that's what they're supposed to do. They're just supposed to fine you because you are black or something. It's literally what they do. Go... If you hate America so much, leave. We don't want you here. Leave.
And if you can't leave, get a job.
Don't
make
be
some
worthless.
money.
There's always a way you can
get a
improve your life.
passport. Just get out some way. Find a way. I don't care how long it takes. Get the out of here. That's why gun control is a stupid idea. People should not even consider.
What I think they should do is make sure... This is a pellet gun, by the way.
No, this is a real gun.
Actually, it's a real gun. What they should do is that go ahead, have background checks on guns so your angsty teen can't just pick up an assault rifle on some random day and go shoot up a school. Make sure you have the people. Make sure the people you're selling guns to actually know what they're doing and are at least slightly competent.
Yeah. Eric Harris, one of the 2 Columbine shooters, was a clinical psychopath long before he shot up the school. They should have checked that.
Should have made sure. And if you're selling your gun to somebody that has kids, make sure they are keeping their guns safe and out of the hands of their kids so that they don't do something retarded like shoot up a school. That's all they should do. If you want gun control, just make it so make it so the idiots don't get the guns, but everyone else can have guns.
Just better background checks.
gentle into that good night. Old age should burn and rave at close of day. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. The wise men at their end know dark is right, because their words had forked no lightning. They do not go gentle into that good night. Good men, the last wave brought by, crying how bright their frail deeds might have danced in the green bay. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. Wild men who caught and sang the sun in flight, and learned too late they grieve it on its way. Do not go gentle into that good night. Grave men near death who see with blinding sight. Blind eyes could blaze like meteors and be gay. Rage, rage against the dying of the light. And you, my father, there on the sad height, curse, bless me now with your fierce tears, I pray. Do not go gentle into that good night. Rage, rage against the dying of the light.